Okay, morning, folks. Welcome to the briefing on Saturday, the 28th of October. Uh, it's been really, really difficult the last couple of days to predict exactly what's going to happen. Timings are one thing, and also the development of showers and storms that have gone through at various times, and today won't really be any different. As we're still in this sort of southwesterly airflow. We've got these sort of wiggling, trailing fronts. This is going to come at us later this afternoon. Sort of isobars slightly tighter than they were yesterday, and I know it takes a bit to visualize this, but as this progresses towards us, these start to tighten up, and the wind will start to pick up a little bit from mid-morning onwards. Then overnight that goes through and back into a more westerly southwesterly airflow for tomorrow. So challenge today. This is the TAFs. The main one is the wind direction. 200 degrees. It's sort of southwesterly, if not almost southerly at times, which is right smack bang between our two runways. And I'll explain why that's going to be a challenge for us a little bit later. So what we got scattered, 2.5. Yeah, I think that'll develop during the morning. But we have the sort of risk of showers, and it's a tempo and a prob 30, which is a sort of isolated showers and rain, and that's forecast till 4 o'clock this afternoon. And again, showers and rain, broken Q-nims. There's one out to the south of us just at the moment. That's going to drift past well to the south, hopefully along the coast. They'll dry out, I think, as the morning goes on, and there's less chance of those. But as the afternoon goes on, you're probably getting what Gatwick are forecasting here, sometime between 4 and 7 showers and rain, broken, and then wind increasing in the afternoon, and a more solid frontal system coming in. Upper winds, yeah, they've looked like they're virtually southerly and fairly fresh, and that is the challenge. Actually setting up a meaningful winch launching operation, because what one runway faces 2-3 and the other faces 1-6, so the wind is sort of smack between the two, and there's just the risk of where the cable parachute's going to go. So we've got an idea for setting up, and we'll see how that works first thing, and see what we do from there. So fairly fresh, I would have thought, sort of 20-25 knots from the south by mid-morning. Sat pick just picks out slight blobs here of rain. This is earlier, and this going through. It was raining here about 3/4 of an hour ago, and what we're watching is this one here. This is the frontal system that's heading towards us, which we'll get here for this evening, I think. Rain radar not been up, has updated. Yeah, we've just missed these two showers going through here, so it's much clearer air mass in here, isolated showers, but you can see this coming in, and it's coming in fairly quickly, so I'll keep an eye on that, see where it is by lunchtime, how it's going to affect us. It's sort of a fairly solid band of rain. Okay, so temperature wise, it's quite pleasant today. Yeah, 13-14 degrees, I think, here. Wind will take a little bit of chill off that, but it won't be too bad. It's quite a mild air mass coming from the southwest. So top meteor's cloud forecast, sort of low bits of cloud just to start off with, and as the morning goes on, that lifts. It's a cumulus. There's your scattered at 2.5 by sort of 12 o'clock, and you can see here it start to show the cloud and rain coming in here, and that's sort of 5 o'clock. I suspect it'll all be over probably before then. The thermal forecast actually gives a reasonably good idea of what showers they're predicting. Isolated showers at 10 o'clock on the south coast, and then quite pleasant with very isolated showers just for a few hours. That's sort of 1 o'clock, and then it deteriorating by the afternoon and raining in the evening. Hopefully it won't spoil the fireworks too much. The one ray of hope on the wind direction, Top Meteo are forecasting the 30-foot winds as southwesterly, fairly fresh today, sort of 15 knots by late morning, and the upper winds, it's the 1500-foot wind, still southwesterly. So if it goes to the Top Meteo plan, then fingers crossed we'll be able to operate on runway 23 without too much problem. Okay, so local airspace. I'll just quickly show you that because there's not a lot to look at there. There's going to be lots of dots around here, firework displays, basically, and they'll be regularly over the next week or so, but nothing local to Lasham that we need to worry about. And operationally, what we're going to do, we'll have the launch point vehicle on the runway there, and we'll try and operate as much as we can using the tarmac. The grass is going to be pretty soggy. It rained steadily at times over this week, and certainly there were some hefty showers yesterday, so the grass is fairly soggy. We'll have the cables coming down here on the grass edge using the boom, gliders, then the launch point vehicle, and aero towing just off the edge of the grass here. If you're circuiting round this way, initially round here, landing on the runway, or circuiting round to the right-hand circuit, you land 2-3 on the grass around here. This area doesn't tend to bog down too much. It normally remains quite dry. Remember, when you're landing on the runway, you either pick one side or the other, and you roll up past the markers here to around here. If you can, that allows someone else to land behind you or someone else to land one side and roll up here. I don't think it's going to be that busy that we need to worry about 5 or 6 gliders landing on the runway. Okay, folks, so doesn't look like it's wet out there at the moment. It should be dry for a reasonable part of the day. Get the gliders out, and we'll set the launch point up fairly quickly and get things set up. And I'll see you out there.